Hello everyone, welcome back to this new episode or this new part of the message about marriage. Now, the other thing to think about is timing. Are you too early or too late to enter into a relationship? And the timing can only be known by you. Deep inside your heart of hearts, you can know that this is my time. Many men who have chosen to come out and ask girls for marriage, they normally say that, I felt that it was my time to do this. So you have to know your own timing. No one is going, don't let people push you. People, if you let people to succumb to people's pressures, you may do something wrong. You may end up with the wrong person because they're pressuring you. You man, you're 39. You man, you're 28. You should be married by now. Or you girl, you're coming to 25. You should be married by now. Or you're 30. You should be married. No. Everyone has their own timing. So be sure that everyone has their own timing. So be sure that deep in the inside of you, you feel like, yes, it is my time. And also timing, you need to be very careful about timing. Sometimes we set times and we have these rigid schedules. I need to first finish school. I need to first be working. I need to first finish this course. I need to first do ABCD before I get married. But you have to flow with the move of God, if I may say. And you have to be sensitive spiritually so that you don't miss the move of God. I know many of us may be familiar with my story and how, I was attending a church, where our youth leader was telling us how he set times, the time and the age you should get married and blah, 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 meet the God. So I had also done those things. People, just remember that everyone has their own journey. Your journey will not be the same as your youth leader or your pastor or anyone, or your aunt or your best friend. Please accept that your journey is unique and it doesn't have to be similar to anyone's journey. So I was there also. Of course, yes, I was still in school. I was studying medicine 5 years. So I told God, now I need the person to come when I'm done with 50th year. Around there, a person should come and propose. Then after we got 1 year of courtship, as I'm doing my internship, after internship, you can get married. And now the person comes 3 years before I told God. So I struggled. I'm like, no, I'm not praying about it. It's not my time. Until God had to arrest me. Ephesians chapter 5 says, be careful how you live, not as fools, but as wise, making the most of every opportunity because the times are evil. People have missed their marriage partners because they feel they are too early. They feel it's not their time. So that's why I want to caution you that please make sure, don't be too rigid. Of course, I've also encountered people who say, this person came, but me, I'm still young. This person did this, but me, I don't feel I'm ready. Sometimes it's not about how ready you feel. It's about you tuning to what the Spirit is saying and understand what God is saying, and then you follow suit and not miss your right person. Sometimes when you feel you're too late also, I want to caution you, please make sure you don't do something rushed because you feel like I'm too late or something like that. So consider the timing. Once you feel that, yes, it is my timing, don't look at your age, don't look at your education status. I had colleagues who got married in third year. I even don't know how they managed marriage and school at that age, but we have some who got married in third year, others in fourth year, fifth year, So it's not about I'm still studying. You can, once that timing is right, don't lose your timing, don't lose your right person because you feel it's not my time. I need to first finish school. I need to first do this. No, just make use of the opportunity and allow the person in your life and marry or get married. The other thing that you need to look at as with the foundation of your marriage is the financial burdens. And how can I explain this is that there are, let me say on the side of women, there are women who I don't know the right word to use, but they're ever changing their hair almost every week or every 2 weeks. They're ever changing outfits. You never see them probably repeating an outfit. They're ever, like their lifestyle is expensive. They're ever eating out. They don't think they need to cook or do anything. Their lifestyle is all about money and money. Yes, they look good because there's saying in Uganda, which says like, you know, you look, if you put some cash in yourself, or if you take care of yourself well, you definitely look good and stand out. So but as a man, before you okay, look at the, when I talk about financial burdens, look at the burdens, financial burdens that are going to come with you marrying or getting married to this person, you know. So if it's a lady and they are so extravagant, they, you know, or they don't work, they don't want to work, you need to know that when I marry this woman, I need to be able to provide everything for her. I need to be able to meet her standards. The nails have to be changed and painted every week, fresh nails, and you know, there are different levels of you know, nail whatever. There are those that are expensive, those that are cheap, and local ones, you know. So you need to understand that once I get married to this person, I need to be able to sustain the financial implication that they are going to come with. On the side of women and men, or women who are choosing marriage partners, there are men who they don't want to work, you know. There's a young man who used to disturb my mind. You'd find this person is just there the whole day, is seated, he will come and visit you at home and he's seated the whole day. I'm like, Banda, which kind of person can do this? So as women, there are men who you can look at and you're like, this is going to be a liability when I get married to him. They don't want to work. They, you know, the only thing they want to do is do church work, come to service, do church work or praise or machines or whatever. But outside church, the person is idle, is ever just moving around. You don't need that kind of person. It's going to be a burden to you. For you, you'll be working and you'll expect you to take care of the family and so many things. So look at the financial burdens that will come with the lifestyle that your partner is living. Look at their source of income. Do they have a source of income? They don't have to be rich, but do they have what we call maybe work ethic? Are they hardworking? Do they know the value of work? They don't have to have a very good job, but they have to have some kind of responsibility and work ethic that, you know, I have a source of income. Because if you marry someone who doesn't have a source of income, that's trouble. Doesn't matter what they have, what they have inherited or whatever, but if they don't have good work ethic, you're likely to suffer in that relationship or in that marriage. So look at, do they have any skills that can give them a source of income? Do they have any business idea that they can do, you know? So it's very important. And also, if you're marrying or getting married to a firstborn or someone that has siblings, that has responsibilities already, they may be young, they may not be their firstborn, but they have people that they're taking care of. You need to look at that aspect also and know that, yes, I'm getting married to this man, but he has ABCD financial responsibilities and obligations, you know. I'm getting married to this woman, but she's, you know, the firstborn, but she has all these responsibilities around her, and I need to be able to understand that, not to have conflicts once the two of us have come together. The other thing is faith. Look at the person's faith. The Bible cautions us that light and darkness cannot mix. If you're a Christian, you're born again, don't go for a person who is not a Christian, who is not born again. You'll be mixing light and darkness, and the two cannot mix. You definitely have issues. Children will come and on Sunday or whatever, you'll be like, where should they go? Should they go to this place of worship or the other place of worship? You know, and then issues will come. The mother will say, me, my children, I have to go them here. The father also wants to take them. That's already trouble that you're causing for yourself. So make sure that the person you want to get married to is in the same faith as you. There's what we call missionary dating. Some people think, I'm going to preach to him, he will get born again. Please, don't. It doesn't work that way. And also, there are men who can pretend to be in church because they want to get a good church girl. You have to be careful also as a woman to know that this person is not in church because I told them I'm born again and they must come to church. They'll pretend that they are born again for that period of courtship. Once you get the wedding like this, they're like, you know what? Me, I've never been born again. We are going to do ABCD. So you have to be careful. Make sure that you are choosing someone who has the same faith as you. And then, if you are a minister, whether you are a pastor or not a pastor, as long as you are a minister, it's very good that you also choose someone who is also a fellow minister, because the life of a minister is different from the life of a church member who just comes to church and no obligation. They just come, pray, go. If they don't come, it's okay. But as a minister, the life of a minister is a bit different from the life of a regular church member. And also, if you're a pastor or a leader, you have to be extra careful, the person that you want to choose, because you can't be a leader, a pastor, and then you choose just a mere church member, mere Christian who just wants to come to church. You'll have certain issues in your marriage relationship. So make sure that the person you're choosing is suitable for the kind of level of Christianity that you are at, and the two of you can be able to make it out, work together. The other thing is tribal differences. We thank the Lord that He has endowed us with so many tribes, so many nationalities and races. As I talk about tribal differences, also it can be national differences, racial differences. I'm an African, the person is an Asian. I'm African, they are whatever, European or American, whatever. Look at the differences that are going to come with that person's tribe or race, that before you fall in love with them. Yes, they may be attractive to you, but look at, will you be able to sustain their racial practices, their tribal practices? Because different tribes here in Uganda, people do different kinds of things, different kinds of ceremonies. People have different kinds of social life. There are tribes where not the whole village, but the whole family will come and camp at your house. Like, they are very social, If you're getting married or marrying from such a tribe, you have to be aware of that. Otherwise you get married and then people come and they're going to stay at your home for 2 weeks, doing everything like they're free, like it's like this is our brother's home, our sister's home, it is our home for all of us. So if you didn't know that this is the kind of tribe that you're marrying into, you'll have issues. You'll be telling your husband or your wife, please send them away, and he can't, they are his family. So you have to be very careful, the tribe that you're getting married from or that you're choosing your partner from, and be sure that you talk about the differences or concerns that you've had about the tribe, and also the two of you can choose and be like, yes, this happens in our tribe, but me, I'm going to set boundaries, and like healthy boundaries. I'm not going to tell people don't come to my home because me and my wife is said you don't come. No, but you can set healthy boundaries that will protect your marriage and also protect your family ties and relationships. Yeah, so those are tribal differences. Now, the other thing is the education level or level of education. Yeah, and intellectual capacity. Sometimes people say, oh, like maybe you are in meetings or you're in something and one person is not very comfortable with the other spouses, maybe not level of education, but their capacity or how they can express themselves or the things that they know. But I don't know how I can bring this out. Make sure that the person that you choose, you're not going to be ashamed of them. When you're in your group with your friends, when you're at a party, when you're wherever in public, you're going to be confident and comfortable with this person and what they know, how they express themselves and something like that. Yeah, especially as men, if you're marrying someone who is of a lower education level, you have to know that you're going to be responsible for lifting them up. You may be a leader, you may be a very educated person or something, and yet the right person that you found for you, their level is a little bit down. It is your responsibility to boost them. Even the same with women. It may be fine that the level of your husband or your partner that you have chosen is education level is a little bit lower than yours. You can still work it out and you encourage this person to go invest in themselves so that you can be at the same intellectual capacity level. Yeah, we are in a changing world and we need to improve ourselves at all costs. Those ones who are already married, it doesn't mean that when you get married, if I stopped at senior 4 or at certificate level, Pastor, I'm married, let's move like that. No, you can always go back and upgrade. The more you upgrade in education, the better you become. I had a service provider and we had, those other years he was not doing something good for me. So I'd been like, let me first pause this and look for other ways I can get this service. But after some time, the person came and produced better quality work. I'm like, oh, wow. The person was like, you know what, I went back, I went for further studies. I'm like, oh, this is it. The more we go for further studies, the more we go to upgrade our education, our training, our skills, different skills, the better we become and the better we are to compete at the level of, you know, the world, or to be, I don't know. Okay, the more we equip ourselves, the more we learn, the more we go back to school, is the better that we become, and the better that people appreciate our services and can contract us. So the same with marriage. The more we educate ourselves, the more we upgrade. Take your wife back to school, encourage your husband to go back to school. If you're still in courtship, make those things clear that, you know what, once we get married, you will go and upgrade like this, and this is the journey you will take. Maybe as I'm home taking care of the children, you go and study, then you also come back and take care of them, and I'm also going back to study. People do all those kinds of things once they get married, and it works out well for them. But at whatever cost, make sure that you're not inconvenienced by your partner's level of education. Otherwise, our pastor tells us that don't marry someone that you will not honor. If you think that man is below your level of education, please don't get married to them, despite their money, despite their anointing, despite everything, if you know that you're not going to honor them. The same with the man. If you don't think you're going to honor this woman because she stopped in senior 2, you know, or she didn't go to school, but yet you love her, you want to marry her, and she produces children for you and manages your home affairs for you, please don't marry her if you're going to be ashamed of her. Oh, she doesn't know English, don't marry her. Leave them with their peace, leave them with whatever God has blessed them with. So, but once the two of you choose to say that we are going to walk this journey of marriage, make sure you keep on upgrading one another to a level that you're both comfortable with. Yeah, I think with that, I want to encourage you to please tune in. We are not yet done. This is still continuing, because it is a very important thing. Like I said as in the beginning, that the foundation of everything is very important, and marriage is possible once you build it on the right foundation. Because if the foundation is not okay, doesn't matter how many years you have worked on that in that marriage, it can still come down. It can still experience a lot of strife. So be sure that you lay the right foundation before you marry someone, before you allow your heart to be taken. We began by reading a scripture that says that, "O women of Jerusalem, promise me that you will not allow yourself to fall in love until the timing is right, don't awaken love until it so desires." So I want to charge you young people who are listening, don't fall in love. Don't say, "I'm going to marry this person," before you look into these issues. Because once the heart has gone, you love someone, even if they tell you so many things, if they show you some things, most times it's hard. Someone's mind is decided, the dreams they will dream will be showing that they are married. So before you allow your heart to be taken by someone, before you allow yourself to love someone or to choose to walk the marriage journey with them, make sure that you carefully look at some of these things as you pray about them. As the Lord leads you and guides you, I believe that you'll have a very good foundation for your marriage, and you'll be able to marry right, and your marriage will be possible in Jesus' name. Even those ones who are already married, you can still work out those different areas, because these are areas where conflicts in marriage come from. If you find that you're already there, find a way that you can either bear with it or choose to be okay with it, and know that, okay, God, here I made a mistake, but I'm not going to let this interfere with the peace of my marriage, you know, or other things. You pray for them, and God can change them, because He's a God who doesn't fail with whatever we trust Him with. Yeah, with that, I wish you a very, very blessed relationship life in Jesus' name. That is it for now. Let's meet in the next episode. And also remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel to get more of this content, and to share with your friends that as you've been blessed, they can also be blessed and pick a thing or two that will make their lives better. See you then.